It is Heather from Tech at Lowell again with another episode of YA Book Club. So I hoped you all enjoyed the Star Wars books. I know I did. I ended up reading the manga that's on the list, so make sure you check that out because it was pretty good. I'm on a bit of a manga kick, so you'll all have to bear with me. So let's go ahead and get in to this month's stuff because I'm gonna start doing these a little bit differently now that we're able to meet in person and now that summer reading is starting. So for summer reading, the theme this year is Tales and Tales. So it's kind of like animal themed. So for the months of June, July, and August, there's actually only gonna be like one book list for y'all. But I encourage you to pick a different book each month from the list or another book that fits with the theme of Tales and Tales. So I tried to pick anything that had animals as a main point, or like I think I've got one that is a mermaid, so something that had a tail or was an animal, one of the two, and that was fairly major kind of plot thing. So again, pick a different book each month that kind of fits in the theme for our talks. June 29th will be our next meeting at 4 o'clock. Registration will open a week before. I hope y'all come and talk, or at least just come and get your summer reading record, read your 6 books, get your prize drawing entry. There's some really, really great prizes this year. If you want to know what they are, they may have posted it on the youth services page, or you can just ask when you come in and get your record. We can tell you. But another sort of change with all that is that instead of giving like 6 books to you in each video, each month I'll highlight a couple of the books from my list to give you some ideas of what to read or kind of like how I'm working the theme. So we'll go ahead and get into that. And again, don't forget June 29th, registration opens a week before. Please come talk books with me. So our first book is a classic and honestly one of my favorites. It's Sherlock Holmes and the Hound of the Baskervilles by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. So the country doctor has come to 221B Baker Street, the famous lodgings of Sherlock Holmes, with an eerie tale that the legend of the Hound of the Baskervilles, the devil beast that haunts the lonely moors around the Baskervilles' ancestral home. The tale warns the descendants of that ancient family never to venture out on the moor. But Sir Charles Baskerville is now dead, and the footprints of a giant hound are found near his body. Will the new heir of the Baskervilles meet the same dreadful fate? Sherlock Holmes and his faithful friend, Dr. Watson, are faced with their most terrifying case in this wonderful classic of masterful detection and bone-chilling suspense. So this is obviously a mystery. It's going to be a little more historical, so get ready for it to take place in like Victorian London. It's really good. It's not super long. It's easy paperback. I love paperbacks for summer because as you're going places, it's easy to just carry around. And the second book is just sort of general fiction. It is Snow Hook by Joe Storm. So when a massive ice storm traps 14-year-old Hannah and her family in the remote cabin, it feels like a game to practice the survival skills she's been learning. That all changes when an accident leaves her mother desperately low on insulin. With no power and no way to contact the outside world, Hannah seals away with the 4 family dogs tied to an old dog sled. All she has to do is make it to the nearest cabin and find a working phone to save the day. But a wrong turn and worsening weather leave her in grave danger and saddled with an unexpected passenger. Hannah must use all her skills and resourcefulness to get help for her family before they all freeze to death in the wilderness. This sounds very interesting. I may end up reading it at some point during the summer. Again, general fiction kind of adventure, so it's a good one. It's good to read about snow when it's the heat of summer, and maybe it'll help us all feel a little less toasty. So that is going to be it for this time. Again, I told you, short, sweet, to the point. Hit me up next month for a couple more book recommendations, and don't forget to check out the list below for even more. Try to get a variety of genres and everything for y'all, and I'll see you on the 29th. Bye, guys!